Gianni Russo. You remember him as Carlo in The Godfather. But later on, Gianni had a restaurant right here in Las Vegas called State Street. And back in the 1980s, State Street was the place to go. My favorite dish was the linguine and clams. So today, Buzz Cooks is showing you how to make linguine and clams right at home. So stick around and let's get cooking.
Gianni Russo, Carlo from The Godfather, the son-in-law that gets taken out at the end. He was a family friend. I remember as a child, him coming to the house for barbecue. But what I remember most is he always had a brand new Rolls Royce that he would pull up in. And then he had State Street that he opened. That was in the 80s. It was more of a late night restaurant for casino workers and bosses and whatnot. Great restaurant. My favorite dish was the linguine and clam sauce, and we're going to try and duplicate it here today. He's also got his book, Hollywood Godfather, that is a really fun read. I mean, it touches on the early days of the mob, to him getting into Hollywood and how he got into the film The Godfather, and then into the restaurant business, his dealings with John Gotti and Pablo Escobar. I mean, there's just so many great stories. If you want a good book to read, give it a look. All right, let's get cooking. I've got one shallot that I'm going to dice up nice and fine. Then we're going to come back with some Italian parsley. And we're also going to cut that up nice and fine as well and put all that to the side until we are ready for it. Now, we're going to get out a large frying pan. I think I got a 12-inch stainless steel frying pan out. And I'm going to hit it with some good quality olive oil and turn the heat to medium high. And we'll let that heat up for about a minute or two. Then we're going to add our shallots right in there. And we're going to start to cook those shallots down until they start to become translucent and soften a little bit. And we'll hit them with a little bit of salt and pepper as well. And once we get the shallots where we want them, we're going to add 3 or 4 cloves of minced garlic. Toss that right in there. And you know the secret with garlic, once it starts to become fragrant, you got to cover it with something. So we're going to cover it with white wine. If you don't want to use white wine, you can use chicken broth. That'll work. But I like to stick with the traditional way, which is a nice dry white wine. So we got our garlic in there. Give that a quick mix. And keep an eye on it. Like I said, you don't want that garlic to burn. So this is only going to be about 20-30 seconds right here before we put the wine in. There we go. And that's about 2 cups worth of wine. Now we're going to turn the heat down to medium-low. And this is going to start to simmer. And we'll add our Italian parsley next. And then give that a nice mixture. And then the secret to what I believe is what set this linguine and clam recipe above all others is lemon zest. Not lemon juice, but the zest. So get yourself a microplane and a nice sized lemon and just get busy zesting that lemon. Get all that off the top, just like that. Go all the way around the entire lemon. That's all flavor right there. Make sure you wash that lemon first though. All right, so we're going to throw that zest in there. And we'll give that a mix. And just let that sauce start to simmer and all those flavors start to come together. Now, here's something that I did. This is what happens when you are the cook, the cameraman, and the director all in one pocket. You forget things. So I got my pasta water going. I salted it. I had some nice clams put on top and I steamed them. They came out perfect. They opened up. All of them were just beautiful clams. But as I continued to make this recipe and videotape everything, you got it, I forgot to use the clams at the end. So these clams would go at the end with the dish with the canned clams as well. But me being the dummy that I am, I forgot to put them in. So there you have it. All right, back to our sauce. A knob of butter going in there, still on medium low, and we're just going to let that simmer some more. Then we're going to put our linguine into our hot water, and we're using fresh. So that'll cook in about 2 minutes. And as soon as that cooks, we're going to throw that right in there with our sauce that's ready. Heat is off on the sauce. Add our clams. That's 2 small cans of clams that I've rinsed and strained. Right into the sauce. Heat is off. Now we're going to add our pasta. And we'll give it a good shake and a good mix. And then we'll plate it up. And you've just made the old State Street linguine and clams to the best I can remember how it was made or how it tasted after a lot of trial and error. But I think this is it. So make this dish. You'll enjoy it. It's traditional. It's Vegas. It's old school. It's Godfather. It's everything combined. And like I said, if you get a chance to read that book, it is a blast. Hey, I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, every Sunday, every Wednesday, new show. Hit that bell, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, like, all the good stuff. And we'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Clam sauce, now give everything a really good mix. We want that linguine coated with the white wine, garlic, shallots, clams, parsley, and that little hint of lemon. And that's it, time to plate it up. I like to finish mine with just a pinch of crushed red pepper for a little heat. And there you have it, Linguine and Clams, inspired by Gianni Russo and State Street. One of those great Las Vegas restaurants I remember from the 1980s. And on another note, Gianni Russo's book, Hollywood Godfather, is a blast of a book to read. If you love stories about Hollywood, Vegas, and the Godfather, check it out. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, and give me a thumbs up. New shows every Sunday and Wednesday. And one last thing, keep cooking!